This message is for the collective, and I feel that it's very specific for some of you. The title that I was given was Battle Within, Not Without, and I got quite a few messages that I will be sharing, and I also drew an oracle card, and then I will be drawing some more tarot cards after I've given you the messages. Let me just show you the card first. I got Broken Open, 28, and 2 plus 8 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1, so it feels like the beginning of a journey, that you've ended something, and you've ended in this way, broken open from your heart chakra. Something big has happened, and it's brought you to this point now, and now it's the beginning of the next chapter. There are situations in life when you see the value of loss, grief, and a broken heart. Yet it's not the pain or loss itself that must be the focus of your attention here. Not even the story of what happened. The details surrounding what has brought you to your knees is as important as what results from the experience. Can you see that this situation has broken you wide open, enabling you to have an even greater capacity for love, compassion, empathy, and understanding? You cannot be the same person as before. The only way forward is to move through it, without resistance or manipulation, without attempting to bargain with unseen forces, because none of your usual fallbacks can put you back together again. If you do fall prey to self-absorption or self-pity, it will just make it harder to get to the next gradual phase, leading to relief. Yet even if you are prolonging the inevitable, you will get there eventually. The gift is in accepting who you become as a consequence of integrating this difficult experience and allowing yourself to be more than you were. This wisdom comes at a high price, but the value of your experience, of moving through and to the other side, is unsurpassed. Love the you that is the result of being broken open by life's challenges and lessons. You know, none of us really likes to go through a tough time or through the challenges and the lessons that life brings us. They're hard and they're tough to get through, but you know, they do make us more resilient. They do teach us. And if you look back in retrospect over the hard times and the tough times that you've been through, and where you are now, you will see that some of them were needed, even though at the time we thought, what is the point of this? And you are a different person now than you were then. And this is saying, to me, again, the 2 plus 8, the 10, the 1, is that it's the end of a chapter and the beginning of another one, and going into the new one, going into number 1, going into the beginning of the journey. You need to take the lessons that you learned. What brought you to your knees? What brought you the grief? What brought you the loss? What brought you to be so angry? What brought you to the next chapter? And take some of the lessons learned, and some of that emotion, you know, you need to use it in a good way. So I will give you the messages that Spirit gave me, and then we will pull some tarot cards to delve in deeper. As I said, the subject heading was Battle Within, Not Without, and I got quite a few pointers here. And I'm just going to read them as they are in bullet form, and then we can, you know, expand on them if we need to. Not a competition. Own speed, own timeline. Not about who is more psychic, who is more connected, who is holier. We are all one, for the highest good of all. Kind to self equals kindness to others. Kindness to others equals love for self. Vibrate equals radiate. Heal ourselves, help heal others. Not selfish, essential. So basically what it's saying is that it's not a competition to see who gets there first. It's not a competition to see who is more connected, who is, I don't know, more psychic, who is better at some kind of esoteric skill. It's not about that. It's about you healing yourself. And when you heal yourself, you will vibrate at a different frequency, which radiates out and helps others to heal and helps others on their paths. And healing yourself and going within and looking and not being in competition with anybody, and just, you know, focusing on yourself is not a selfish thing. It is an essential thing to help heal the inner wounds that you've either experienced in this lifetime or brought with from other lifetimes. And it's definitely in the spiritual community as well. So when we don't know ourselves as well as we could, we can feel intimidated by others who are more, I suppose, mature in their spiritual walk, and we feel that they know more, they're connected more, they're more psychic. You know, how do they know all these things and I don't? And we feel that we need to compete with them or ourselves and try and get better. When we do all these different modalities to try and strengthen ourselves and be more connected and know more things, and it's not really about that. It's about knowing yourself, healing yourself. These things come, you know, like everyone is psychic, everyone is connected to the divine, everyone can tap in. Yes, you're on different levels and different places in your spiritual walk and growth, but you do get there, and it is like a muscle as well. The more you use it, the more you tap into it, the more you sit with it, the more you work with it, the stronger it gets. You know, so somebody that has just had their spiritual awakening cannot compare themselves to somebody who has been walking a spiritual path for 10, 20 years, and maybe who their full-time work is in the spiritual arena. You just can't. But you know that you are just equally as worthy and as good as that person. It just takes time to hone your skills. It just takes time to connect. You have to work with it. You have to like I say, hone the skills. So let's just draw some tarot cards here and see the further message that Spirit would like us to know. One more card, please. Okay. So in your in the energies right now, I got the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is an inquisitive soul. He likes to study, likes to learn, always looking for new knowledge. Sometimes can be naive. In traditional tarot, we would say because of his age, he's a page. Ooh, that rhymes. But maybe it's the stage that you're in your spiritual journey. Okay, if you're just starting out, maybe, like I said, you'd rush out and you would do all sorts of different modalities. You want to learn the tarot, you want to learn to do Reiki, you want to learn to read oracle cards, you want to delve into angel cards, you want to delve into crystals, you want to delve into pendulums. And sometimes it could just be too much. I mean, it literally also depends on the person. Yeah. So who I'm reading for, you will know, you'll feel this. This will resonate with you if I'm speaking to what is within you. You don't need to know all that. You can learn that. There's nothing wrong with learning that. There's nothing wrong with gaining knowledge. But maybe just pick a couple, 1, 2, you know, but you don't have to do all of them. And you'll know pretty soon when you start working with something, whether you resonate with it or whether you don't. So for example, if you're starting out and you want to just learn how to meditate, then go into that and learn. There are very, very many different forms of meditation. You know, a lot of people just think meditation is a stillness practice and a mindfulness practice and a peaceful practice, but you get walking meditations, you get movement meditations, you can go on shamanic journeys, drumming, it's a form of meditation. So explore that, work with that, look at that. It's not a competition, you're on your own timeline, and when you find the practice that resonates with you, you will connect with it so quickly and you will see results so much more quicker, and you'll feel them like deep within your bones. So the Page of Swords is saying, yes, explore. Yes, you want to learn new things. Absolutely, that's really, really great. But also give a little bit of thought to it. Don't just rush off and try and do everything. Some people do, and they work fine. I myself have learned a lot of modalities, but I have done it sort of evenly spaced out. I haven't had more than one, maybe two things at the most, but usually just one thing at a time as what I'm focused on. What you need to let go of is the Ace of Cups. Okay. And I just want to actually read into that, because the message I'm getting doesn't necessarily traditionally resonate with the Ace of Cups. So I'm just going to draw a clarifying card just to make sure that I am on the right track before I share this message with you. Okay. Temperance. Everything in balance, everything in moderation, everything in order. So the Ace of Cups, so what I got with that is, traditionally the Ace of Cups is new beginnings, your cup is flowing over, you're very open emotionally, you're very connected. But what I got with this is that you need to let go of always looking for something new, always wanting to be on the go, always wanting the excitement and the, when you start off on something new, or when you start anything new really, there's an excitement, because you don't know what the future holds, you don't know where you're going to, but you're excited to be in that moment, and you're excited to see where it leads, when it's a new job, whether it's a new relationship, when you move into a new place, new country, new home, all that sort of thing, you have that buzz and that excitement. And depending on the kind of person you are, it either peters out pretty quickly, or you build in it and you grow and you go somewhere. Or you could be the type of person that is always wanting something new. So nothing really, really lasts a long time or keeps your interest for a long time. So this Spirit is saying is you need to let go of it. You need to pick what you want to go into. Yes. Look at the path. Where is it that you want to go? What is it that you want to learn? Where is it that you would like to see yourself going? And let go of always wanting to have new beginnings and new starts so quickly. Everything needs to be balanced. You need to be balanced. You need to go down that road a little bit further. You need to be balancing home life and work life. You need to be balancing your emotions. You need to be balancing your time. You need to be balancing your energy. You need to be balancing your spiritual with your actual life. Because there is a danger of being too spiritual, okay, and then living everything according to those, what you perceive as the spiritual rules. What it is we need to bring spirituality into our everyday life. So it just enhances and makes our life better. What we need to be doing is bringing that kindness, the goodness, the connectedness, the healing side of it, healing our feminine and healing our masculine energies, healing our emotions and our relationships with people. We need to be bringing that into everyday life and living it, from a really good space. So we can't be jumping and wanting to change things and do new things all the time. We need to see things through, especially when we're on a healing path. What happens is sometimes we start something and we don't like it because it's very, very confronting, and because it shows us, it mirrors, it holds up a mirror to us of what we need to heal within ourselves. And so we go, I really don't like this, it's making me too uncomfortable. And then you go and you look for something else that will make you feel more at ease to do, and then you don't get to finish either that learning that lesson or healing that part of you. So yes, we need to stick things out and listen and see where they go. In the messages that I got, for the highest good of all, so you need to remember that it's like for your highest good. Absolutely for your highest good, and for the highest good of all that you come in contact with, and actually for the highest good of all people that you might ever never meet or see, because we are all connected, and what you do affects the conscious collective. Absolutely. And then the card that I got with how do we move forward? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a no-nonsense kind of lady. She's very intelligent, she's very perceptive, she knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to speak her truth. She's not afraid to tell you if you are doing something wrong, and she's not afraid to go for what she wants, and she cuts through all the nonsense with her sword. At the same time, she can appear a little bit cold, but you need to remember that she's actually does possess the healed feminine energy that is that of receiving, that is that of empathy, of listening, of nurturing, of kindness, of goodness, of knowing herself well, and she knows that healing yourself is not a selfish act. It is an essential act to be a healed whole person in your community, to help others, to help yourself, to live a life that we are here to live, that is a life of enjoyment, a life of abundance in all aspects of your life, in all aspects, not just financial abundance, but in abundance of, love and time and richness of experiences and experiencing the world and just being part of this beautiful planet and being connected with others. So we need to definitely borrow some of her energy. Okay, some of her energy as in, I am focused, I know where I want to be, I am not going to waste my time deviating and going, down these rabbit holes that I don't need to go to. I want to get to that end. I want to be on that path, and that's where I'm headed, and that is where I'm going to be. My main focus, it's laser focus ahead. And how this ties up to that broken open is, we are broken open. We have gone through some kind of experience, and it probably was traumatic, but you need to remember that everything is a season, and things move on. And yes, it feels like life is so hard and difficult, and you can't see the next steps, but there is always next step. There's always a plan for you. The divine always has a plan for you, and the universe will always open doors for you. Whether we see them or not is up to us. We can be very closed off where we don't see all the doors open, and we might only see one door, 2 doors, maybe none, and that's why we feel so hemmed in, closed off, and not like there's no way forward. But there always is. There always is. And when we're broken open, we can sit with our grief for a while. We can sit with our grief. We can mourn what we have lost. We can mourn what didn't work out for us, how we had hoped, or what we had hoped to achieve, but then learn the lessons from it. You need to be a little bit retrospective and look at it and rationally. Why did that fail? Why did that go wrong? What could I have done differently? Or how can I move forward in the best interest, and how can I take this out of the negative experience into a more positive experience? Or, how can I make this experience into something that'll help me and help others? How can I move forward? How can I heal? So that we need to be looking, we need to be learning, because if we did something and we did it our way and we did it the way that we wanted and it did not work, we have to realize that we need to be doing it differently. We need to be learning something, and that's where the Page of Swords comes in. Learn something, learn how to do it differently, but always remember everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Your eating needs to be in moderation. Your exercise needs to be in moderation. Your work, your home, your love life, your going out, your socializing, social media, time, everything in your life needs to be in moderation. Okay? Because when something is too much and we overdo something, or it's too little and we underdo it, there's always an imbalance, and it never really works out how we would like. So I do hope this reading resonated with you. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. This is an evergreen reading, so whenever you happen upon this channel and this reading resonates with you, you were meant to hear it. I'm going to end off with pulling an angel card number 777. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose. A state of peace and calmness in your soul. I am in the flow. That's really beautiful. So what you would need to do is look out for the number 7. Don't go looking for it intentionally. Let it come to you, because when it comes to you, it's just reaffirming that you are in the flow, that you are on the right path, that you have taken some of the Queen of Swords energy and you are focused and directed in the right way. So it can come to you in any form. You could hear it, you could see it. It could be in a song, it could be in an email, it could be in a billboard, it could be in an advert, magazine, it could be on a number plate. But when you see it and it resonates with you, then know that that is just a sign from your angels that you are on the right path, you are in flow. Thank you for sharing your time with me today, and I look forward to reading for you next time.